Is the collective bargaining agreement good or bad for women's football? The collective bargaining agreement for the United States women's national team has been a hot topic in recent years. In this video, we will explore the pros and cons of a collective bargaining agreement, as well as highlighting the case for equal pay for the national team.
The impact of the collective bargaining agreement on women's football is a topic of debate and depends on various factors such as the specific terms of the agreement and the overall state of the sport. However, collective bargaining can potentially provide female players with increased rights and protections, which could be beneficial. Five high-profile members of the women's national team in 2016 was paid thousands of dollars less than the men at nearly every level of competition. However, in 2019 the USA national women's soccer team received $24 million in a pay settlement. The United States women's national team said, "We are pleased to announce that, contingent on the negotiation of a new collective bargaining agreement, we will have resolved our long-standing dispute over equal pay and proudly stand together in a shared commitment to advancing equality in soccer." The United States women's national team said the U.S. Soccer Federation used gender stereotyping in deciding how much players would be paid in arguing for almost $67 million in back pay, according to the filings. According to the statement, the women's national team's agreement includes, among other things, guaranteed annual salaries, medical and dental insurance, paid childcare assistance, paid pregnancy and parental leave, severance benefits, multiple bonuses, benefits that U.S. Soccer says are not provided to the men's national team. The lawsuit was part of a years-long battle between the United States women's national team and U.S. Soccer regarding equal pay and gender equality. In 2016, 5 of the team's players filed a complaint over unequal pay and bonuses with the Federal Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. In 2017, the players signed a new collective bargaining agreement with the Soccer Federation and won control over some licensing and marketing rights. But the United States women's national team said the agreement did not go far enough. So what are the pros and cons of collective bargaining agreements? Pros: higher compensation. The United States women's national team players receive higher compensation under the current collective bargaining agreement. The players receive base salaries, performance bonuses, and benefits. This is a major victory for the United States women's national team players, who have been fighting for pay equity for years. Guaranteed rights. The collective bargaining agreement provides the players with guaranteed rights, including minimum standards for playing conditions, travel arrangements, and the agreement to pay at certain specified rates, per diem. These rights ensure that the players are treated fairly and have the necessary support to perform at their best. Improved marketing opportunities. The USWNT players have increased opportunities for marketing and endorsement deals. This is because the team has a large following and has achieved significant success on the international stage. The CBA provides the players with the ability to negotiate and receive a share of the revenue generated from these deals. Cons: limited control over competition schedule. The United States women's national team players have limited control over their competition schedule. This means that the players have less say in the frequency and location of games, which can be challenging for players who have other obligations such as club commitments or personal responsibilities. Less flexibility in sponsorship deals. While the collective bargaining agreement provides the United States women's national team players with increased marketing opportunities, it also limits their flexibility in sponsorship deals. The players are required to wear sponsor-branded clothing during official team events, which can limit their ability to negotiate individual endorsement deals. No control over FIFA prize money. The United States women's national team players have no control over the prize money awarded by FIFA for major international tournaments. This means that despite their success and popularity, the players receive significantly less prize money than their male counterparts. While the collective bargaining agreement addresses some of these issues, it cannot completely overcome them. However, according to FIFA, the Women's World Cup prize money is set to increase by 300% to $150 million, says FIFA President Gianni Infantino. While the Women's World Cup prize money is now 3 times the 2019 figure and 10 times more than in 2015, prior to when Mr. Infantino became FIFA president, it is still considerably lower than the $440 million total prize money awarded at the Men's World Cup in Qatar last year. Mr. Infantino said, "For the first time ever, I will dedicate a specific portion of this payment, which mainly has to go to football development, but a specific portion of that should go of course to the players," Infantino said, in announcing Step 2 of his 3-step plan. Step 1, Infantino said, will be equal conditions and services for all men and women playing at a World Cup, a reference to provisions such as accommodation and flights. He added that Step 3 will be the most complicated one and would include a dedicated marketing strategy for the women's game. "Our mission will be able to have equality in payments for the 2026 men's and 2027 women's World Cups," Infantino said. Last year, the United States women's national team earned more money, $6.5 million, from its male equivalent reaching the knockout stages of Qatar 2022 than it did from winning World Cup tournaments in 2015 and 2019. Mr. Infantino also criticized broadcasters for offering between 10 and 100 times less money for the Women's World Cup than for the men's tournament. "FIFA is stepping up with actions and not just words," he said. "Unfortunately, this is not the case with everyone across the industry. Broadcasters and sponsors have to do more." Infantino also promised that FIFA will generate record revenues of $11 billion by the end of the next financial cycle in 2026. In summary, the United States Women's National Team collective bargaining agreement provides the players with higher compensation, guaranteed rights, and improved marketing opportunities. However, the players have limited control over their competition schedule, less flexibility in sponsorship deals, and no control over FIFA prize money. While the levels of inequality in the women's game still exist in all levels from the grassroots to the international level, it's clear the sport and its governing bodies are taking notice. But the question of inequality of pay is not just limited to football. The world at large has for decades undervalued the value of a woman's contribution to the world. Football is no different. Clearly it's not acceptable, and the issue is one which transcends football into political and human rights issues. From the women's suffrage in 1880, which formed the Women's Social and Political Union, to the United States Women's National Team Football Collective Bargaining Agreement, the more people come together as a unified collective, the stronger the chance for change. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell.